Pretty sure this is going to get banned in Florida. This is Tell It Someone. First question, of course, is from Rex Jollis. I asked you a question 2 years ago. Anyways, it's good to see you're still kicking. What am I kicking? I'm not kicking this. I've already broken the tripod once. It's not even a question. What's the question? Oh, it's 2 years ago. I'm going to have to go back 2 years and get it, and I'm not doing that right now because I don't have some sort of time machine. Next question from Hervey Wasawas. If I had a glass of liquid with a slice of lemon in it and I rotate it, everything rotates but the lemon stays in place. Why is that? Well, it's not. It's only the glass that's rotating. The liquid in the glass is sort of, it's conservation of angular momentum. I'm not a science, YouTuber, but whatever stays in place, and you need something that actually pushes whatever it is to actually make the thing move. So you've got a slice of lemon in your glass, and you're turning the glass, but the water isn't turning, or whatever the liquid isn't turning. Unless it's a non-Newtonian fluid, then the non-Newtonian fluid will move around with the glass, and will move the lemon in it too. But you don't have non-Newtonian fluid. I know that because the liquid is not moving the lemon. Now, if you the liquid in the glass will move slower than the actual glass, and that will move the lemon. So if you spin the glass faster, then eventually the lemon will catch up with the glass as it's spinning around and round. But this is not a science show. This is supposedly a comedy thing, and you're asking a science question in a comedy thing. And what are you drinking, man? Next question. It's got a slight. It's probably gin and tonic or something. Next question from Endocrom. What the dog doing? Well, the dog doing was there in the previous take. It was chasing balls, and there was one person with two dogs and one person with one dog, and the person with two dogs left the dog on off the leash, and they greeted each other, and it was fun. And now there's nothing because my dog commentary was kind of boring, so I thought I'd basically cut it a little bit short, but not too much short. So I'm not a professional dog commentator, okay? I don't know what I am. Next question, of course, is from Firefly4F4. Does the following sentence make any sense? Can you explain it to us? I saw a salsa. Well, of course, the salsa it's a non-Newtonian fluid, so so you can saw it. Well, you could have a non-Newtonian salsa, or you can have just the salsa be flows. And what you can do, if you freeze the salsa, you can use the saw to cut through or saw through the salsa, and you've got two blocks of frozen salsa or non-Newtonian salsa. But the non-Newtonian salsa would just, after you sawed it, would then just sort of become liquid again and sort of morph together like some sort of Terminator 2 sort of situation. Not the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, the one that dressed like a cop, because that's what they do. So what you do is you take I saw it on Facebook, like those videos that they have, the vertical videos they have on Facebook, and they've got somebody using power tools, and then somebody like making like some sort of food, and I didn't see one of somebody sawing salsa, but I saw somebody making salsa and somebody using a saw. So you put the two together and you get sawing salsa. I don't know what it means. I don't. I just prefer the ones where you get those crusher things with the rotating blades and stuff, and it crushes anything. And that's good. I like those videos. Next question from Stub Wubs. What are some unconventional ways you can use a stapler? Well, I just throw them into the grindy thing with the spinning blades, and that's fun. But then I don't have a stapler. But if I need, like, you can use other kinds of staples, like, because if you need a stapler, then you probably want two pieces of paper to be attached to each other. So what you can do is you can use other kinds of staples, like wheat or rice, and you grind them up and make them into a flour, and then you mix the flour with water to create a glue, and you can use those staples to attach two pieces of paper together. And that's a different way of using staples to do the same thing. I'm sorry. Next question from Sian Nolan. How old is the Library of Alexandria? Well, I don't think the Library of Alexandria got sort of burned-ish, but some of the, they probably, I don't know. I haven't borrowed any books from there recently, but it'd probably be pretty old, like really old, like it burned down. So I don't know. I think they took some of the text out of it though, like copied them or something. They didn't even have staplers. They just had parchment and glue. Next question, Dog Whistle Sharam. What exactly is a humdinger? Well, it's like, I think it uses some sort of resonance to, like you go, and so forth. Next question from Canadian Atheist. I think you're, no, what? What is the best case scenario for dying with a huge smile on your face? Well, of course, it's dying is, apparently I haven't done it before, unless Buddha was right. I haven't done it before, so I don't know exactly what would make you do that, but, I've seen pictures of this guy in Pompeii. Like, it looks like he's, it looks like he's, look, there's a picture of him here, okay? There's a picture, and it looks like he's, it looks like he's attracted to, like the pyroclastic flow, the impending pyroclastic flow. And don't judge him. Don't judge him. That's what he's into. Now, but that's like 2,000 years ago. And, if we have such volcanic eruptions these days, we've got special sensors so people would be forced to get out of the way. The entire suburb or whatever would be warned and evacuated, and so it would, unless they managed to avoid the people who evacuate, the army or whatever, evacuating them, they would be, they wouldn't be able to enjoy their newfound fetish. But there could be a person like these days. I don't know, they've spent their entire life not feeling any kind of arousal at all, like ever. They just, they see, they have a look at the girls and they say, no, I'm not interested. They'll look at the guys and say, not interested, and then they explore certain websites, and they've got the whips and the chains and the other things, the food ingredients and the fire and the whips and the whatever, and they're just not interested in any of it. And then one day, here's the sirens. They can hear the sirens, and it's like, oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, what's this? What's this fire in my loins? And they can see right up in the sky. There's a little speck on the horizon, and it's coming closer and closer. And they could feel it. They could feel doomsday coming, and it's really I can really feel doomsday coming. And and the descendants of the survivors see this slab of concrete with a shadow burned into it, like in 2,000 years' time, after civilization gets rebuilt, and the shadow is burned into the concrete, and it looks suspiciously, and look, he might have had a sad life, but at least we know he died happy. Okay? And that's it for Tell Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, then ask me a question in the question asking place below. Or you can answer this dovetail question here. You answer that. Anybody can answer that if they want. But, probably only if they watch this, because that's the only way to see it, really. I'm dangerously talented. I don't have a cool sign off.